Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat, and today I'm doing my most anticipated January book releases. So, I decided to just talk about the creme de la creme, the ones that I am really looking forward to, and I will put the honorable mentions down in the description below. Let's get into it. Out just in January, I'm not sure when, is Earthflown, an illustrated novel. So the author is Wren, and the illustrator is Mallory Litarnes. And Wren is a New Zealand author, and they use they in their bio, so they might be non-binary, I'm not sure. But it says, when Ethan saves the life of a fire starter, it's nothing unusual. He's the only healer on call in the hospital, and that gunshot wound isn't going to regenerate itself. But his patient turns out to be Corinna Arden, heiress to a pharmaceutical empire controlling Britain's water supply. Her twin, Javier, is a man who A, starts sending him flowers at work, B, seems terrified of a secret, and C, has the cheekbones and earnestness to make up for both. Ethan indulges what he thinks is a harmless romance, but quickly finds himself knee-deep in a conspiracy involving murder, a drug cartel, and a bid for a multi-trillion-dollar-pound reconstruction tender. Project Earthflown. So it just sounds like it's going to be amazing. Basically what drew me in is the art on the cover. If that is the art throughout the novel, which I'm assuming it is, then I have super high expectations because it's just so pretty. And there's something about it that's like pretty and grimdark at the same time, and I love that. That's kind of how I feel about the Monstrous series, if you know it. And the next one I want to talk about is out January 4th. It is the only YA that I'm going to mention. This is the Helheim Princess by Tiana Warner, who is a Canadian author. So I knew about Tiana Warner because she wrote The Ice Massacre, and it's a sapphic siren and ice hunter novel series. And this one is about Valkyries. So I was like, sapphic Valkyries? Yes, please. So I requested this on NetGalley, and I am currently reading it. So I will let you know how it goes, probably by the end of January. And this is following Sigrid, who has always wanted to be a Valkyrie, but she didn't make the cut, and instead she works as a stable hand, taking care of the Valkyries' horses, which are winged steeds. And one day someone breaks into the city and steals something very important, and I think that becomes Sigrid's love interest. I'm not really sure. I haven't got that far in the book yet, but definitely I am here for Valkyries. I have never read any book about Valkyries, never mind it being sapphic, so I'm absolutely here for it. And another one that I was given by NetGalley is The Other Brother by Calder, who is a New Zealand writer, and this is out January 12th. It's a brother forbidden romance where they're stepbrothers who never really hung out until one summer when they do hang out and they realize that I think that they have a really good friendship going, and then something more, and one of them is a surfer. So this is on my list, and I love a good forbidden romance. All right, next up is the fourth in a series. So if you're not reading the Necessary Evils series by Onley James, then you probably have better taste than I do, but I'm trash for this kind of thing. It's a series where a man decided to adopt children who had psychopathic tendencies and raise them to be elite killers who would kill other killers Dexter style. So basically each book follows a different psychopathic brother in this family. I think there's 6 or 7 of them, and this is the 4th one. The series definitely requires you to suspend a lot of disbelief, but it's also very funny and sexy, a little too sexy sometimes, like too many sex scenes, but if you suspend your disbelief and you skip a few of the repetitive sex scenes, then this series is actually really funny and oddly touching. So this is number 4 in the series, following one of the twins. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want any spoilers for anyone else, but I will be reading it. I'm very much looking forward to it. So yeah, start the series if you haven't. And one that I'm reading right now, like I'm reading it this morning, like I was reading it before just filming, is another one that I got on NetGalley. It's out January 18th. It's The Raven and the Banshee by Carolyn Elizabeth. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Okay. So basically this is a high seas sapphic romance giving me absolute life. So as it opens, we watch the two women break up. For reasons that we're not sure about. One of them is the heiress to this shipping company, and the other one is the daughter of a captain whose ship has recently been hired by that company to go start a new port in another country. However, on this journey where there's the captain, his wife, and the daughter, the ship is set upon by pirates and burned, and all hands are lost. Only you very quickly find out that the daughter is alive and has become known as the infamous Raven. So when she stumbles upon a ship lost at sea that has a beaten and chained woman in the hold, things go from there. So I'm currently reading this. I'm about 20% of the way through, and so far, yes. It's a gift. It's a gift. So you will be hearing about this definitely in January, either halfway through or at the end. Okay, so the penultimate one that I'm excited for is out January 18th as well. It is Anatomy, a Love Story by Dana Schwartz. So this one really caught my attention because it has a really unique premise. So it's Edinburgh in 1817. Hazel is a lady who wants to be a surgeon more than anything, more than she wants to marry. And Jack is a resurrection man who's just trying to survive in a city where it's too easy to die. When the two have a chance encounter outside of Edinburgh Anatomists Society, Hazel thinks nothing of it, but after she gets kicked out of the surgeon's lecture for being the wrong gender, she realizes that her new acquaintance might be more helpful than she first thought, because Hazel made a deal with the doctor. If she can pass the medical exam on her own, the university will allow her to enroll. However, without official lessons, Hazel will need more than just her books. She'll need bodies to study and corpses to dissect. Who better than someone who digs them up for a living? But Jack has his own problems. His friends are disappearing off the street. Hazel and Jack need to work together to uncover the secrets buried not just in unmarked graves, but in the very heart of society. It sounds so good. Oh, it sounds so good. I don't know what it is. I always love reading about people who like grave dig and grave rob, when in reality, like if it if it was ever real and someone was like, hey, wanna touch this dead, no, absolutely not. I've seen what I need to see, and zero, never. But in a book, count me in. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. And then the last one that I'm really excited about comes out at the end of January on the 31st. It is Shattered Cyborg by Nellie C. Lind, who is a Polish writer. So this is a sci-fi romance, which is human and AI. Like no one's surprised. But I mean, I recommend books that I am most excited for. So of course, yes, that's gonna get my attention. So it says, can't find Mr. Right? Why not create him? MedAct is a company that can make all your dreams come true. Just give them a call and let them create the perfect man for you. But remember, you can never give him up. It will kill him, literally. So it's we're following a cyborg named Soul, who, when he awoke, he's only known pain and suffering. His bound, which is like the human that the cyborg is bound to, is cold, abusive, and doesn't care about him, but he can't tell anyone because he's been ordered not to. That is until he meets a doctor named Olive Baker. So yeah, I assume it goes from there. I really love anything that has to do with like AI or robots or cyborgs, where it's like robotics, the law of robotics law. Like if you've ever read, what is it, I, Robot by Asimov, the different commands that you would give them and how it impacts like the decisions that they can make and what they can tell other humans. I think it's fascinating. So that plus a romance, I'm very intrigued. I'm not super in love with the cover, if I'm being honest. That could use a redo, but the content is what matters here. So again, these are not all the books I'm interested in. There are other ones that I have my eye on down below. Also my Goodreads shelves. You can see what I want to read as well if you sort it by publication date. If you don't know, yeah, that's a thing you can do. Yeah, so let me know what you're really keen to get to in January. I would love some great recommendations, and I will chat to you in another video soon. Lots of love. Bye!